Right, good. Okay. Welcome back to another episode of Life with Goddess Anna, and this is honestly Life with Goddess Anna. Okay? Today's episode is a very, very special one. Okay, and it is very, very dear to my heart. And I have been recording. First, let me say I have been recording, but I haven't been posting. So, but this one, because what really holds me up from posting is editing. But I don't want to digress. I want to make this as short and sweet and to the point as possible. And okay, like I said, this is gonna be straight through. I'm not gonna edit. I'm just gonna film and then post because I want this message to get out there as fast as possible. Okay. Now, something. I love how it's 11:23 right now while I'm recording because that is my number. 11:23. Thank you, universe. That means you telling me I'm doing this right. I'm doing this because I'm supposed to. All right. But this message, excuse me, this message is for everybody. Girl, boy, father, mother, husband, wife, pastor, congregation, the prime minister, everybody. Okay. First, a little backstory. Now, the point of this video is to give a message mainly to the young boys and the young men out there. This message is mainly geared to y'all. But first, a little backstory on me. So, for those who don't know, my name is Anastasia Major, and I was born here in the Bahamas. I've lived here my entire life, and I had to grow up rather quickly because at the age of 18, I got pregnant, and at 19, I had my baby girl. And from then, it has been a roller coaster of life obstacles, of me having a job to maintain, to take care of her, from me dating different, let me say, guys. I was gonna say men, but they aren't men. And then I was gonna say boys, but okay. I was dating a few guys that I thought would be, a great potential father for my daughter because my child's father has never been in her life, has never been a constant in her life. And it saddens me that this is another story that has hit the country, that we have these young boys making these babies, but they don't take care of them. But anyway, I get it now. My introduction continues where I got pregnant. Right, I said I got pregnant at 18, had a baby at 19, had to take care of her, and for 13 years, really do the math on that. Calculate how long that is. 13 years. I had to deal with my child's sperm donor, because he ain't a father. I had to deal with him lying and playing games and saying he was ready to be a father, but then he's not ready to be he's not ready to be a father. He's not telling his parents, he's lying to people, he's talking bad about me, talking bad about my daughter. This has been going on for 13 years, and I've honestly had enough. Because tonight, it is August 17th, at around 10:45 this evening, I got a message from my child's father's second wife. Yes. Second wife. Well, ex-wife. Second ex-wife. But anyway, I got a message from her saying that he's having another child on the way. Color me surprised, right? And I had to really get my thoughts together. And I was like, you keep making children but you're not taking care of them. How? Why? But anyway, I really want this video to make sense. So let me just stay on track, right? So I got a message. Excuse me. So I got a message from my child's father's second ex-wife. That's such a and anyway, his second ex-wife saying that he's having another kid. She thinks he's lying. He could be lying because he's a liar. But anyway, he's saying she had to share it with me because that's what we normally do. Whenever he's come out the woodworks with these BS stories, we just end up telling each other just to help each other stay aware and and stay ahead of the game when it comes to him because he liked to play games. But she told me this. And I was like, huh. But like I said, color me surprised. I found that interesting. And she said, how you could have another child and you ain't taking care of, well, that's not what she said. Hold on. Let me get exactly what she said. Because trust me, I am coming to the notes tonight. This may be a longer video than expected because it's already going on 6 minutes. And I ain't even got to the point of what I'm trying to make yet. But anyway, I really don't want this to be too long. Okay, she says to him, but on the real though, take care of your daughters first before you try have other kids. His response, only have one, referring to his second daughter with his second wife. Only have one, and the one on the way. So anyway, that's a private message. I can't share that one. But this is what pissed me off. Once again, he is denying my daughter. Like I said, I got pregnant at 18. You know what it is to get pregnant at 18? I just starting life. I ain't even reached my 20s yet. I ain't even really start experimenting on getting to know myself yet. So I had to grow up really fast. So at 18, I got pregnant. 19, had the baby. And from I told him I was pregnant. Ain't showing yet. Nobody else in my family know. He was the first person to find out because he's the father. From that moment, I had to deal with pure bullshit. You know what this man told me the first time I told him I was pregnant? He said he can't have kids. I was like, really? Okay. News to me, right? But he can't have kids because this is his reasoning now. His reasoning for not being able to have kids is because of where he worked. At that time, he worked at Ministry of Agriculture. And he was saying how the chemicals cause him to be, sterile. And he can't have kids. I'm like, oh, okay. I think he was 22 at the time, 22, 23. He was in his early 20s. I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. I mean, but miracle, I'm pregnant, right? Excuse me. Just getting over a little bit phlegm on my chest. But anyway, he said he can't have kids. And at this time, I understand his reasonings for not wanting to be involved because he was with someone. And I, being naive and in love at the time, I helped him cheat on his first wife. Does that make sense? Anyway, he cheated on his first wife and I got pregnant. And I get it. You don't want to admit that you stepped out. You don't want to let your family know that you're a liar and a cheater and a deceiver. I get it. You don't want people to know that. But at some point, you have to take responsibility for your actions. And all I wanted from this man was his time. That's all. All I wanted was his time with his daughter. That's it. Didn't ask him for money. Never asked him for money. Never asked him to say, leave your wife, come marry me. Never went to his job and embarrassed him. I never did any of that. I've only been asking him, can you, spend time with this child because We made this child together, and now it's time to take care of it. Anyway, Gia going on 10 minutes. Anyway, Jesus, time going by so fast. Okay, but anyway, okay, so never ask this man for anything. See why I had to get my notes, because even on 10 minutes, I ain't even keeping up with my notes. But anyway, and he's been denying my daughter for this entire time. Maybe I could count on one hand how many times he said he was ready to be a father and actually showed up in her life. Maybe. I'm going to just put one up just for good luck, in case I'm forgetting something, right? So I could count on one hand how many times he's actually interacted with our child over the past 13 years. And I'm going to keep emphasizing that, because you know what is 13 flicking years? Anyway, so had to do with him denying it. And I'm the type of person, I'm very patient. I allowed God, the universe, spirit to, help change his heart. Didn't work. And so fast forward to 4 years ago. 3 to 4 years ago. I found my daughter really upset, and she was like, she missed her dad. And I was like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? Like, I have to do something. I gotta show my daughter that it's not us, it's him. So me thinking that the court system would actually help, took him to court. Dime do tiddly squat, because the man was taking that for a flicking joke. I'm like, you realize you could go to jail? But he could care less. Lying to the judge, lying to me, lying, saying he got this and that, and he broke, and he can't take care of this one. And anyway, so it upset me to see that I going through all of this. Never took him to court, never asked him for anything, and even the court system don't even scare him. The law don't scare him. So it's like, okay, whatever. Let's just call that a dud. Fast forward this year. Yes, this year. Fast forward to this year. I get a text out of the blue from a number I don't recognize. Turns out it's him. First of all, I had all type of walls up. And he was like, don't be like that. I changed, yada, yada, yada. Because it turns out that the man have diabetes. Yes, diabetes. Something to do with sugar. And so me and my family thinking, okay, the man sick. He finally come to his senses. He gonna take care of the child. At least gonna start getting to know her, have a relationship with her. Because that's also taking care of the child. Not everything is financial. Still nothing. Because he sent us around in a circle. And I have proof. Okay? Let me tell y'all what this man did. You know what? First, I did want to show y'all how I've been dealing with this for years. But I don't even think I have to prove that, because I have screenshots of text messages from 2014. Bullshit. Messages from 2017 on Facebook. Him doing bullshit. Receipts. Right? Receipts upon receipts. And he will claim and tell people he do not know my child. But let me show y'all where the man is flicking lie. Say he don't know her, and say we crazy, and say he only have one child. Hold on, where's the picture? Probably in my next folder. But I have a picture of the two of them together when she was about 5. But anyway, that's probably irrelevant now. That's in my other folder out front. But I have receipts. Okay? Receipts. You see that? 2014. See what that name saying? After 14 minutes of me explaining who this man is, y'all can finally know who he is. Look, see that name? Terry Sayers. Chris is me. Okay. But Terry Sayers. Yes, I blasting your flicking name. It's about time. Because I've been I've been too quiet for too long. And tonight, when I hear that you denied my child once again after coming into our lives this year, saying you apologize and you sorry for all the years of putting me through crap, and you still denying her? You still don't want to take care of her? No, I've had enough. And just to prove that the man is the child's father, court appointed DNA test, right? See what I say? Let me let y'all read it. See that? You see that, right? Just so you see. Okay, so he's clearly the father, and he has been doing the most BS for the longest. And let me prove it to y'all. And let me prove it to him, because maybe you watching this, you will actually see the error of your ways. Okay, so I got a text out of the blue from him. I ended up blocking him, so let me show y'all why. Let me go into my archive chats, because you know that's the way the unwanted is being the archives. But anyway, on July 9th, 2021, I get a mess. Oh wait, let me tell you all how this all started. On hold on. On January 29th. See? January 29th, he posted a video with someone saying, the reason why you're not being blessed is because you're not paying people back the money you owe them. And the video was saying, in order for you to get your full blessings, you got to pay people back. So me jokingly saying, so because, before I read this, let me explain why I sent this message. See that DNA test I just showed y'all? The judge appointed that, and the judge says when it comes back positive that you are the father, you owe the mother the money back for paying for the test. Because I had to pay for the test when we went to court. And then if it came back positive, which it did, then the father pays back the mother. So I jokingly say, so when am I going to get reimbursed for the DNA test? The judge said you would have to pay when it came back positive, with the googly eyes, right? Cough, 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 cough. I still have receipts if needed. And I did a little tongue out thing, because it was a joke. Mind you, it was kind of serious, because I still want my money back. But I don't care about the money. I just want your time. So I said that. And he asked, how much was it? Sent the receipt. See me sending the receipt? I still have the receipt. Let me show you I have the receipt. I still have the receipt from Council Labs. And this is how much I'm owed. $537.50. When can I expect this check now? Because I know he's a bullshitter. I'm waiting to see what he say. So he said, well, my office don't open till 10. I said, that's fine. Give me the day and time, and I'll come for it. He says, and I probably won't go there today, by weekend, unless she has assigned one there for me, meaning his secretary. Yeah, the secretary for years now. I need it yet. Okay, but anyway. So I jokingly said on Sunday, July 4th. See? The 29th of January. And on the 4th of July, I said, LOL, checks wasn't signed date. So he said, this is his excuse for everything. You can ask. Whenever he trying to avoid something, he mysteriously is go off the island. Okay, so I was like, so he said, I wasn't in and was off the island. I say, boy, you always be off this island when it's time to show up or show out. So he says, anyway, I'm at work. We'll have this conversation at another time. Okay, fine by me. As long as I get my money. Excuse me. Right? So So then fast forward to July 9th, Friday, July 9th, right? He says, I swear I hit send on this message. Have your funds. You see what I say? Have your funds. We could meet tomorrow so you can get it. I was like, oh, maybe he really did change. So, I was like, okay, thank you, awesome, thank you, thank you, thank you. Time come to meet up. No, I lie. The next day, everything was going fine. He let me know where he is, what time to come around, yada, yada, yada. So I was like, okay, I'm a little busy, but I'll let you know when I'm on my way. Told him after the delivery, when I was done with my delivery, I said, I'm on my way. Letting him know now that I'm on my way, right? See me? See the timestamp? I don't know if you can see that. Right? This is a time frame when I was trying to get in contact with him, but WhatsApp call him a whole bunch of times. Regular call him a whole bunch of times, no answer. Then he was like, hey, I fell asleep. I was like, well, since you're awake now, can I come to you? He was like, area you in? I said, the East. You know I live in the East. He rolled his eyes and laughed and say, you ain't serious. Ah! Now all of a sudden he can't hear voice notes. When I tell you this man is a liar, he's a freaking liar. Anyway, I really wasn't gonna go do all of this, but I think it's really time I put you on blast because it's enough is enough. And I soon get to you other young men and young boys out there. I soon get to y'all. Don't worry. I noticed this video going a little long, and that was not my intention. But you know what? Universe, hey, go on. Tell your story. Okay, so, right. So when he said, I can't be serious, I was like, what are you laughing for? I can actually come to you because the island is only yay big. It's 21 by 7. I'm pretty sure I could drive 21 miles in an hour. Especially seeing as how if I can go 25 miles per hour, I can drive 25 miles from the east to the west and reach you in an hour. That could take a week to get to you. So anyway, he then says, you sound like you broke. LOL. But I won't be able to come out going to dinner. Now, how you wouldn't be able to go out if you're going out to dinner? Doesn't that mean you're leaving the house? Which means that's actually a closer distance for me. I could just come to you. You have the money. You said you had the money. Let me come to you. But anyway, I ended up just blocking him because I sent him a whole list of same old stories, same shit type messages, and I've had enough. I told him from the beginning, don't waste my time. I don't have time to waste. I am now a grown woman who has a business. Clearly, I have a business that I am trying to take up off of the ground, where I am trying to be settled in my cash funds for my child, for my family. And you want to come be playing these games? Bro, you literally almost 40. Get it together. But anyway, on to my next point. The point of this whole video, honestly, the point of this whole video is to talk to my Bahamian men out there. Mainly the boys, because the men, y'all start off young and something is go wrong where y'all don't get the message where when you have sex, you make a child. Now, it doesn't happen every single time you have sex. This is why you take precautions. This is why you take the necessary routes to protect yourself if you are not ready to have children, but yet you want to have sex. You protect yourself. Take birth control. Put on birth control. Pull out. Do something where you know you're not going to end up with kids, right? So, my main point is this: the young men of today need to stop. I don't know what's going on in y'all household, but y'all need to stop having sex with these girls and thinking a pregnancy that ends in that love-making 5 to 10 minute session and come back and bite you. That you don't have to take responsibility. That you could just leave that burden on that female, on that woman, on that young girl. No, it needs to stop, because I don't know who raising y'all, but it needs to stop. Let me find out that I have a son that got someone pregnant, or she thinks she's pregnant. But boy, he's stepping up from the get-go. How the hell you think you could lie down with someone and don't take the responsibility? That's unfair to you. That's unfair to the mother. That's unfair to that child. Now, children who grow up in a one-parent household, they already have to learn how to heal themselves from a young age, because that's a trauma they have to get over. That's a trauma they have to heal from a young age. Having children is no flicking joke. Y'all think it's all fun and games because y'all get to do this position, and y'all get to have your hormones all in a bunch, and your endorphins are just all over the place, and you feel so good. But those endorphins, they can actually lead to a child, to another life being brought into this world, to another life being brought on this planet that you have to take care of, because babies don't know how to take care of themselves. You know when these children learn to take care of themselves? In their 20s. Tell me I lied. Did I lie? No, because you got some teenagers out here who don't know shit, who really don't know how to do anything. And how is it now that you don't know anything, going to make another child who don't know anything? And that is the cycle of idiots in the world. And I don't mean that in a mean way. I don't mean it in a degrading way. But I'm showing you the point of, if you don't know nothing and you make a child that don't know nothing, both of y'all know nothing, and then y'all don't know what to teach each other, and then so y'all repeating this cycle of generational curses. You're repeating the cycle of societal statistics. Y'all repeating stuff because they say if you don't learn from history, you are doomed to repeat it. So, as the young people of today who are making these kids and having these kids, y'all are only repeating cycles that your parents instilled on y'all. And now it's time for y'all to step up and say enough is enough. A child is nothing to play with, because their mental health is serious. Their emotional health is serious. Their physical health is serious, because all of that is connected. And I really, really think the wrong gender is on birth control. Cause you can have a boy. Let's say he's 15. He can get a girl pregnant. He can get a girl pregnant every single day for 9 months. But a girl can only get pregnant once, and she has that baby. She has to grow that baby for 9 months. But that young boy can get can get different girls and women pregnant for 9 months, and that will equal up to a whole bunch of children. So who y'all think need to be on birth control? Men, right? Because that will honestly stop this cycle of abuse. And it hurts my heart to see that I had to actually, because I'm still doing it, I had to raise a child on my own because the man wasn't ready, or he think he wasn't ready, or he just didn't want to deal with it. Because the same way I had to get ready at 18, you could have gotten ready in your early 20s. And it's just disappointing, because if you don't correct this now, it will only get worse. Only get worse. Because these young children are being taught by the wrong people. Because they're being taught by children. Children who didn't know how to raise kids, but yet they were making the kids. And you got people who out here have 2, 3, 4 kids, either by the same guy or by different guys, because they're looking to heal. They're looking to accomplish something. Sorry. They're looking to fill that void that wasn't there, even if it's in their own life. And it really does stand me, because it even upsets me to the point where these grandparents don't step in. These grandparents who know their children having children, but these grandparents sitting back like, oh, that my problem. He man enough. She woman enough. They could have kids. They could take care of it. No, that's not right. Like I said earlier, if I found out that my child had a child on the way, and I see that they doing foolishness, I didn't raise you like that. So you need to get your shit together and help take care of this child. And not everything is financial. Majority of raising a child is emotional and psychological, because that all starts in the mental mind. Listen, I have a lot to say on this topic, because clearly I've lived it. I've lived it myself, and I've lived it through my daughter. I've seen both sides of the coin, and it's unfair. It is unfair to the child. They did not ask to be here. You help bring them into this world. Now you got to take care of them. Stop being a coward. Stop being a punk. If you man enough to lay there, if you man enough to put your penis in a vagina, you should be man enough to take care of that child that come out of the vagina. And yeah, I said it. Sue me. But this cycle needs to end. This cycle needs to end, because that really hurt to hear that this man denying my child once again. And for what? For what? And all she wants, because she's old enough now to know that you're not around, all she wants is time with you. That's all she wants. This girl don't ask for nothing else except to see him. But now she knows he ain't no good, so she doesn't ask anymore. And that hurts. That hurts. But another part of my message in this video is to speak to the young queens out there. You have to find your self-worth and your self-esteem. And it's going to be found on the inside. Not through a guy who you like. Not through a crush who wink at you. Not through anybody else. Not through your best friend who has the most perfect personality and you just want to be just like them. No, you find your self-worth in you. And when you do that, you will know the value of your body. These men need sex. Women want sex. So to know that you hold such a powerful value just with your body alone should be able to have you lift your head high and be like, yeah, I got it. I got it. You want it? Well, you gotta work for it. You gotta show me you care for me. You gotta show me you actually down for me. You loyal. And that's another thing. I think that could be another video. These men need to stop cheating. And women too. But I ain't on y'all today. I on these men. When you know your self-worth, because if I had known my self-worth back then, first of all, I was not going to allow that man to cheat on his wife. Second of all, I was not going to allow me to sleep with a married man. Third of all, what's my third point? When you know your self-worth, your value is priceless. You will not sell yourself for I love you. You will not sell yourself for mere words. You know you are worth actions. Because it's hard to deny, it's hard to lie with actions, because your actions honestly tell the truth. Your mouth could say anything. Anything. But your actions will always prove otherwise. sad to say that we ended up making children with a man who honestly is worthless. You have no value to us right now. What do you want us to say? I mean, we are grateful that you gave us beautiful girls. Beautiful, beautiful, smart, intelligent girls. But that's it. That is honestly it. I can't say you have a beautiful relationship with them. I can't say that you're showing them how to be loved and treated by men. I can't say that. And I'm speaking to Terry Sayers. You can't show these girls your two daughters. Two. You cannot show your two daughters what love is like because you don't even love yourself. Any man that truly loves himself and sees himself as a king would never treat his princesses the way you are treating them. And you would know how to love and respect the mother of your children. No one is saying that they're in love with you. Let me just rewind and say that again. No one is saying that they are in love with you or that you should be in love with them. But right here in this moment, you're not showing us that you love or value the mother of your children. You are not showing that you love and value your children. And you supposedly have another one on the way. Before you go ahead and have another kid, you need to learn how to take care of the one you already have. Take care of the ones you already have. And own up. Own up. Take accountability. What are you afraid of? What are you honestly afraid of? What are you scared of? You scared of what people can say? Screw what people say. Anyway, I think I have said all that I need to say. Have I hit all my points? Let's see. Well, that's one point I missed, but I think I'll leave that for another video. But yeah, that's basically it. That's all I was rambling on for tonight. And now it's midnight. Yep, midnight. Time for me to end this because I could just go on and on and on. But honestly, young boys, young men, older men, stop doing shit. That's all I gotta say. Grow up.